What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brandy from Stay Snatched. Let me show you what I've been up to.
So today we're making frozen chicken wings in the air fryer. And so one of the most frequently asked questions that I receive is, can you cook frozen food in the air fryer? And the answer is yes. And so we'll get to that in a second, but I do want to cover a few housekeeping things, questions that I get asked all of the time. So the first one is the air fryer that I use and recommend. This is the Cosori 5.8 quart air fryer. I've been using it for years. It's my absolute favorite. I love the speed in which it cooks food. I love how it crisps the food up really nicely. And then I also love that the basket does not peel. I've had it for a while now. It has not peeled on me yet. I've had several other air fryer brands that have done that. And so this one fits the bill. The other thing I want to point out is the type of chicken that I'm using. So these are Butcher Box organic chicken wings. So all of the chicken is pasture raised, free range, organic, made with no antibiotics ever. And so that's my key and what I look for. I will post a link in the description box of where you can order your own meat from Butcher Box. So that's where I get all of my meat. This is roughly about a pound, and this is a mix of the wings and this is a mix of the flats and drums. And so this isn't gonna be a full chicken wing, but it's gonna be those party wings that we have all grown to love. So in terms of what I personally prefer, in general, I prefer to cook my meat in the air fryer or on the stove in the oven fresh or defrosted. But you can, if you're in a bind, use frozen chicken wings. The con is that it's gonna take longer to cook than if you had defrosted the meat. And so using frozen meat is perfect. If you're in a bind, you forgot to take your meat out to defrost it, you need something fairly quickly, so quicker than if you were to wait for it to defrost. The other thing is I've found that it doesn't really take a long time to defrost meat. So for me to defrost this chicken, what I would typically do is just place it in a bowl with cold water. Cold water will defrost meat fairly quickly. I would get these defrosted within maybe a couple of hours by using cold water. So personally, I do prefer to cook defrosted meat versus frozen, but yes, you can do it in the air fryer. A couple of notes though, you will need to get the meat started in the air fryer before you bread it if you want to make breaded wings, or before you season it, because you got to season that chicken. You need some flavor up in there, so it has to be seasoned well, but you're gonna have to get it going in the air fryer before you can do either of those things. So I'll show you that in just a little bit. The other thing worth noting is that this has been sitting out for maybe 15 minutes. And once I slice into this or cut it open, this packaging, it's gonna be easy for me to pull out and still be a frozen block. Sometimes when you grab things from your freezer, they're so completely frozen that you're not even gonna be able to get that packaging off because it's just frozen on there. So keep that in mind too. If you're trying to cook something from frozen, you're probably still gonna need at least 10 to 15 minutes to just even be able to get that packaging off of there. Or you could maybe run it under some cold water to loosen that up a little bit too. But those are all of my housekeeping things today. I'm gonna just make some standard dry rub wings, but I've got tons of wing recipes on my site. So if you're looking to bread your wings, I'll share some links to those recipes as well. Let's go ahead and get started.
So first you want to remove the packaging from your wings and then air fry those on 400 degrees for 6 minutes. Then open your air fryer basket and break down the wings. At this point, you should be able to break those down. Then air fry the wings for an additional 4 minutes on 400 degrees. Then you're gonna take and season both sides of those wings. You can use your favorite chicken seasoning or chicken rub here. And then air fry those for an additional 8 minutes on 400 degrees. Then you're gonna open the air fryer and flip the chicken. And here you're gonna air fry for an additional 5 minutes on 400 degrees or until the wings have reached your desired level of crispiness and an internal temperature of at least 165 degrees. There you have it. Fully frozen wings, now crispy, crunchy, and loaded with flavor.